Hello everyone and welcome to this new episode of my Pillars of Eternity Let's Play. At the end of the first episode, I had a look at the menu and the configuration and found out that I can indeed change the difficulty. I did get a few auto-pose options ticked in. I'll see if it's okay or not. I'll tweak that later on. Anyway, more importantly with the story, myself, Kalisha and Hewarden, we barely managed to climb up and enter those ruins. There was a mystical storm or something, and we escaped with our lives, just barely. And we are not going to the lower levels.
Sure.
Let's do this. So today we're going to hopefully get out of these ruins. I was looking. I am still ill, even though I looked in my inventory and I didn't see the berries, and I have a water skin. Now I'm a little confused and anxious, to be honest, because it was either I drink water or eat the berries, and now I've done neither.
That should be far enough. But what now?
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
Yeah, tell me about that storm. Windstorm, one of a kind. One of a kind. They only get in air Glanfans. Not too many people live through them, so it's hard to know what's true. The Glanfathan word is bewak. To them it's the gods' way of reaping the souls of the land that couldn't find their own way out. But they'll take a living soul as soon as a dead one. Still got yours? I think so. Who attacked us? Them, because we trespassed on their ruins. Everyone else, I believe, is dead. I don't think she's cold. I am. Let's go.
Eh?
Alright. Hello there. A trembling, sickly creature emerges from the dark, clutching a spear. Knobbly elbows and thin ribs show through its scaly flesh, but you recognize it as a Xarib. It watches you cautiously, breathing in ragged sighs. What are you doing here, fellow? More importantly, are you there on your own? Let's try to make friends. Cocks its head and approaches you. Okay. Can I do that again? Okay, let's try something else. It won't hurt you. Okay, well, I don't want to attack it. I mean, it's not aggressive. So, slowly back away. Not sure what to do. Okay, I'm going to explore a bit. Maybe I'll get some hints or things I can
Those
do.
tiles look suspicious.
Maybe.
Let's be careful.
Yeah, I'm not gonna walk on that.
Those symbols. Just like the tiles.
Use the torch. Okay. Right. The mural must be ancient, yet the colors are still bright and vivid. It shows a procession of Angwithians from all the Kith races, Auma, Elf, Orlan, Dwarf and Human. They walk among the pillars, similar to the ones that span this chamber, each topped with a flame. So I'm guessing I should be able to walk through there. Anyhow, let's explore first. Generally speaking, when there's a puzzle, I like to explore as much as possible, so I can see if there's a lever, get a key, an item that I might need to get afterwards. Anyway, ooh, enemy, ooze. Immune to blinded, dazed, frightened, prone, and terrified. Not a problem. I don't have any of those skills. However, I think you'll do well with a bow. You're gonna be my tank. So protect yourself. And I'm fine, I think. I don't have any weapon specialty, so might as well keep using my bow.
Yeah. What?
Second one. I thought I was using a bow. Bow. Melee. Bow. Injured. Yeah, I don't think I want the auto pose every time an enemy is going to cast a spell. Especially when I have no means of disrupting the spell. Now I could summon my phantom, but really there's no point. I did look into the chants, and so the counter of phrases, it's how many chants I have chanted, regardless of the type of chants. I don't know if I'm making sense. Anyway, since I have chanted...
What's that muck on the wall?
3 chants, even though they could be just the same. That's why I get the counter. Viscous and oily. This muck clings to anything it touches. Well, let's not touch it. A viscous lick of something dark and tar-like runs down this wall. The shapes and bulges in this ooze suggest that something lies beneath, but you can't tell what. Yes, I can. It's a face. Use your water skin. Sure, so I'm not eating the berry, I'm not drinking the water. But at least I can see the face. You rinse the ooze away, revealing an intricate relief of a man's face. The sunburst surrounding it has chipped away in places, but the detail of the head, from the tight curls of hair to the ridges of his pointed ear, still showcase remarkable craftsmanship. One eye socket is empty, so we'll need to find a gem. Gotcha. Hup. Yeah, I know I'm lazy, but this is when I get to stretch, you know. Yeah. Also, I'm hoping, because it's essentially the tutorial dungeon, there's not gonna be any deadly traps. A journal, a gem. Nice. The small folio is torn in several places, blood-soaked, the last entry. Can't believe my luck. Hands on a genuine Engwithian artifact. He's not willing to go digging in ruin. Well, we did. And you died. Crossbow. Same range. Stronger damage, we'll leave it at that. What do I do? I'm gonna see if I can talk to this guy and then put the gem in the socket. Oh. Really? Because of that?
Word.
Really, yeah, I wish I could have not killed you. Bow, lockpicks, good. A spear and a shield, why not? Okay, so back here. Let's have everyone. Put the gem in the socket and then finish exploring that way. Well, nap. I guess we'll discover that soon enough. Yes. The chamber begins to rumble, stray rocks dancing across the tile floor. Finally, a large section of the wall gives way. With an ooze. At least those are reasonably easy to kill. I remember in Baldur's Gate, there was that type of ooze that was just such a pain to kill. The ochre ooze, I think it was. Okay, that's done. That would be the treasure. Nice. Oh yeah. And since when I created my character and I selected Chanter, the default weapon that was shown was a poleaxe. So I'm gonna go on the limb and say that I'm probably supposed to use those or have an affinity for them. We'll see. Otherwise, everyone else, well, you're still good with that and you're good with that. Right?
Yeah.
Got a treasure. Let's continue exploring this dungeon. I wish I could have talked with the little lizard dude. Maybe I went back to it too soon. Might have to come back for that puzzle. We'll see.
Wait. Do you
Hear that? Why, of course I hear it.
hear that?
Oh wait, no.
What?
I'm just going to let it come to me in case there's more of them. Oh, you poor ugly bastard. Why is something shining here? Well, that was me and my mystical chanting.
Take a look at the wall. Think we could get through?
A crack runs along this wall from floor to ceiling. A light gust of air passes through. Let's push it. Kalisha, I think she's the strongest of all. Might, yeah, I don't have 16 might. Wouldn't have worked. Let's go.
I could scout ahead, see what's around the corner.
Well,
How
sure.
can I help?
Scout.
They'll never know I'm here.
Good. One. I didn't have to go too far to find enemies. Two. Two enemies and a corridor that way. Okay. Well, ideally, if I can.
Quickly and quietly.
And you, Kalisha, just get
How
ready.
can I help?
Were they field unsolved?
Yeah, no, I was hoping I would lure only one of them. But I pretty much killed it, so that's good. Kalisha, thank you for being my tank. That's my song. Okay.
Eh?
No loot. Okay, let's move on.
Do you feel that? There's a draft coming through that wall. I don't hear any sign of that storm either.
That's good news. Spider. Same deal. Everybody attack except you. You just stay in front and get ready to be the tank.
Were they healed unsolved?
Now be the tank. Good.
No problem.
Alright. So, one less thing to worry about. Same routine.
Were they healed unsolved?
Famished. Good.
Croat, damn!
Yay, my phantom totally helped.
Unsolved.
Just swooped in to give the final blow. What do you say?
Got it.
Bats as large as chicken. That's lovely. Rapier, bloodstone, nice. And out we go! Talents can be used to strongly differentiate characters as they advance, and I'll have to wait for the next loading screen to find out. Where are we? Okay. Four figures stand before an otherworldly apparatus, an ancient structure of chiseled adra and metallic veins, omnivorous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in their midst is what appears to be a human body, colorless as stone or ash. The other figures gaze upon it in what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you are well obscured from their view. So that's the ash dude. And people in contemplation, apparently. The figure closest to the machine stands out among them. A thick grey beard frames a face otherwise hidden beneath a metallic mask. Some sort of priest, I'd assume. His faded robes are embroidered with a runic language unlike anything you have ever seen, and he wears a strange black headdress with two protrusions that jut out like the wings of some malevolent creature.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book.
Sure, that's not mysterious at all. We have the queen that was, we have a key, and we have a book.
Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth, and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
Yeah, looks like they're being sacrificed. Maybe to revise the dude in the middle. Let's see. Yeah, definitely sacrificed. And that looks very much like the bivouac, or it's just the same sort of, you know, effect, but I doubt it. Okay. For an instant, the apparatus goes quiet and the air is still. Then all at once it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision and you are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land, and pain wells into the back of your skull, washing your last thought away into the black unconscious void. You open your eyes to a different place another time. You stand in a circular room, ground and domed, its walls lined with adra and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end, a great pillar of adra pierces the floor from below, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Oh my goodness. Encircling, there we go. The pillar is an apparatus much like the one you have just seen, but immense, and multifaceted. Jeez, I can't read. And intertwined. Continue. Your thoughts are yours and not yours, and they seem to exist before you think them, and they are all questions, pressing questions, troubling questions, questions that must be answered, or... At the base of the pillar now you see a man with a thick grey beard in ceremonial robe, crowned in a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man. I do. You are walking towards him now at a pace that is hurried while trying to appear not so. Or trying not to appear so. Both work, okay? You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. Of course. You know, that question. Wait, no? Did I see what I think I saw? Okay, let's read. You awaken to find your malaise has broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits through your periphery, but when you turn to look you can see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid tic. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. Well, I was already sick, so... The figures at the machines stand frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ashes. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. I was quite sure that the guy in the middle was going to be revived, but not. So I guess he was sacrificed first and then the others came. Heroden and Kalisha lie bloody on the uneven cobbles, their bodies twisted unnaturally in death. They are dead. You are alone and far from help. Gilded Veil may be our or your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. Honestly, they make me go through the trouble and I got scared. I was going to lose Eoden, and now they're both dead, and all I can do is loot their body and take
Won't get far like this.
every last thing. Silver lining, I can level up. But I am tired and I don't have whatever item I need to camp. Let's have a look at the... No, first let's have a look at the equipment I got. So, weapon, I am using a polearm. I assume this is still... Oh no, wait, Kalisha had some armor. But it's not as good as mine. Let's see. Yes. I have a bow. It's a shame because it kind of looks prettier. But I have my cloak, so that's something. For now I prefer using that. Okay. Let's do this. Let's level up. So, I have 6 points. Survival, damage reduction, that's what I have. More healing and bonus movement. Yes, that's very tempting, especially now that I'm alone. I feel like I should boost my survival skill. Does it mean the maximum is 6? And they take more points still. I'm putting a point in survival. Lore because it's my thing and it's still cheap. Mechanic is all about traps while I'm on my own, so I'd like that. Athletics. Aha, that's how you get the second wind ability. I think it's good to have as a means to restore some endurance. And that's it, I have no more points. I would have liked to put a point in stealth. But survival cost me 2 points. I put a point in stealth and keep 1 point to carry over. Okay, songs. I have already learned 2. Oh yes, it was either human skeletons, and I don't want that, or all sorts of things that reduce friendly damage reduction. I'm gonna go for the damage reduction for my friends that are not dead and myself. So that's what I have. Talents. All sorts of talents to do with my class. Ancient memory. Oh, that's good. Everybody gets some endurance while I'm chanting. That's good too. Extra range damage, that's what I'm using for now. Okay, I think all of these are really good, obviously. But, yes, I really should specialize in some weapons. Adventurer. Using poleaxe, that's good. Warbow, don't think that's a warbow. I'm not a knight, don't care about the weapons, or a noble, or a peasant. I think for now that's the best thing to do. I have to be efficient with my weapon. And I have a poleaxe, so... Next! And I believe I'm done. Alright then. Done. Done and alone with my space pig. And tired. Just have to go on a bit further. Because right now I just can't sleep. What is that? It's like a vision of someone that was being tortured. More visions. Someone being tortured, or not tortured, sacrificed. Seems to be a current theme. Thank you for your contribution in ingredients. The massive structure is formed of stone, adra, copper, strange glyphs, and it has energy. Gotcha. Okay, that's it. Let's travel to Valewood. Any weapon slash crush will do that. Okay.
I could bed down here.
I know, you're tired. I already told you. We don't have the stuff. Yes, we do. We have the stuff. Gonna go somewhere and rest. Okay, camping allows your party member to restore lost health and a camping bonus, which for now has to be damage reduction. Okay. And I dream of the stones, the living stones, and nothing else. Fair enough. 8 hours have passed. I have the damage reduction. Nothing here. Well, from the world map, obviously I want to go somewhere south. However, I have this problem. It is a problem. I cannot leave the map until I've explored it thoroughly. So we're gonna go everywhere but south. You know what? I should quick save. Not lootable. Beer cave. Am I strong enough to take on a beer? Jesus. A bear? We will find out. Maybe if
My
I
eyes are
sneak.
peeled.
I don't know if the sneak carries through to the next cell. It does. Good. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. I know nothing of the bear. Let's try.
Word they peeled unsolved.
Oh my goodness. This is what it did to my endurance? Second wind. Okay. It's barely injured. I don't think I can do... Okay. There's no way I can do that. To save. Quick save. Clearly I need to have a much greater endurance pool or better armor as well.
No problem.
So I know, is it marked? Yes, it is. Can I leave a note? Journal. Okay, I'll just have to remember. And that is the map already. Okay, there really isn't much to that area. Just a bear cave. Young wolf. I can kill a young wolf.
Word they peeled
Unless the mother is behind.
unsolved. Croat 10!
Okay. Shattered pieces of a crate are sewn across the dirt with a few muddy vegetables. And that would be the road. Oops. Scroll of tangled food, camping supplies good, and an ingredient, I assume.
Hello.
Hello. On my way south. Okay, so the brackets is because of what I am, not because of what they are. You look to be a long way from home, meaning no offense. Not sure what brought you down here, but it's no place to go wandering alone. I know there was a bear, it killed me. Well, it would have. The sooner you're clear of these woods, the better, I think. what are the chances that he's going to give me some useful information? Very slim. But that. Hard luck, but I'm sorry to hear it. You should be fine from here. There's no missing the veil if you keep to the road, and you haven't far to walk, okay? Keep clear of this place. After that, we were just attacked north of here, me and my friend Pearly, I guess, is there. What happened to your friend? We didn't see it coming. We were following a stag, Pearly. He saw something in the brambles and we ended tearing off after it. We all but stumbled into a cave. Poor Pearly didn't stand a chance, neither did I. The bear was on top of him before he knew what was happening. The beast will take what they will, I suppose. At the time, Gulliwain's father fell upon the bear. Oh, I know where you found the bear. You're Nunton, born and raised in Gilded Vale. Okay, it's not like he's gonna give me a quest to retrieve the body or something. We'll do that later. And this is an outlaw. I should manage without my ghost. Or, thank you. How do I get to that? Young wolf, can manage a young wolf.
Word.
2, 3. See, right there, I just got cocky. So let's hope I can summon my phantom real quick.
Rock 10!
Endurance going down, but that should be fine. I'm alone again. I don't have to be.
Rock 10!
Right. Wow, the
Sure.
endurance comes back really quickly. That's good. These aged walls appear to have once encircled the entire glade. Only a small fragment remains, and the stairs leading to the top of the structure have crumbled away. Well, let's have a look at the wall. The heavy bricks are slick with moss, presenting a hindrance to climbing, but the stones themselves seem sturdy enough. Given the right tool, one might easily reach the top. I don't think I have any sort of tools, and I have a feeling if I try to climb the wall, I'm gonna fall and hurt myself. Not to mention that climbing is a skill that depends on athletics, and I have none. I'll come back later with a stronger character or some tools. For now, what do you say? Can you go through? Great. Let's go to Gilded Vale. 8 hours, sure. If that's a drawing of Gilded Vale, it looks sad. There I am, the Gilded Vale. It is a really, really, really sad place. Someone's house. And I say, let's go to the inn. Oh! But that's horrible.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
Okay, I feel like going for number 2. Are you mad? But... well, I'm tired. I only have a pig with me. And also, I never wanted the Lord's offer. I'm gonna go with number 3 and try not to be sarcastic about it.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever conceived a Hollowborn child?
A Hollowborn child. I have to admit my ignorance.
An infant born without a soul, of course. Lord Radric has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village.
There's a lot of talk about souls. There's the soul butchers. There's the bivouac that reaps the souls, and now there's people without souls.
I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst.
Dissidents, huh?
His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn just southwest of here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell him that I'm feeling ill because of the bivouac. I think that would be silly. I don't want to know about the Hollowborn children from him. I sense he's a little bit too fanatical about it. Tell me about that horrible tree. Ah yes, not everyone has accepted the measures necessary to keep the village safe. Ever since Lord Radric banished the mothers of Hollowborn, some have taken up arms against him, and while he's been searching for a cure, he's been beset with frauds and opportunists. We've had ciphers, wizards, and immenses come through town taking the Lord's coin and promising to end the curse. Lord Radric finally decided to make an example of those who would profit from our tragedy. So many of them. Really. The latest was an animenser from the Valen Republics who claimed to know techniques none of us had seen. By now, we've seen it all. Damn, I hope they're not going to force me with all of that. I don't want to say that. He's gonna think I'm cursed, which I may be. I forget that you foreigners do not have this curse in your homeland. The Hollowborn have been a scourge upon the drywood for almost 15 years now. Children born without souls. I see. Let me go now. Damn it. I'm gonna have to use all of them. Let's go with 3. It wasn't me. You'll want to mind where you mentioned that. Trespassing on Agwithian ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous. You probably saw someone attempting some new ritual to appease the gods. People will try anything these days. Maybe so. Oh, okay, fine.
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all.
Lovely.
But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that. Keep out of...
Listen!
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
The baby is hollow. Hollow-born.
It seems your arrival is ill-timed. 3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
You come to us at a time of mourning. The legacy has struck at the heart of Gilded Vale. Our efforts to redeem ourselves in the Eye of Bareth must be redoubled. What happened? I will know more detail when the messengers arrive. The vagaries of childbirth, perhaps. But that is not your concern. You're lovely. I can be sure of nothing right now. I advise you to get some rest. The inn or a stable for light care. Find me afterwards. I will know more soon enough. By the way, your name is Urget. Farewell. I really don't like you. Okay. Well, that sucks. That sucks. It's a horrible place. Villagers and everything. I don't know which one was the... Animancer's body. But I think it's a good time to call it a day. In the next episode I'm gonna have to explore this dreadful place. Yeah. And try not to get burnt at the stake or hanged at the tree. And hopefully find some companions. It's not that I particularly... Oh, you could be a companion. You see 4 people gathered by the door to the inn. Their raised voices and chopping gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hand for calm. His face is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggest an elf.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
What's going on? One of the other men points at the hooded elf. His eyes are red from drink, but his gaze is focused. Mocking us, even while he shelters in our village, just goes to show you what these fancy Aedir manners are worth. We don't take that kind of treatment, not from foreigners, and especially not from Adrians.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
Fie, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
Wow, you would think that's a different person. Maybe he's got, you know, split personality.
I'll cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
The guy is schizophrenic.
That's where you're wrong.
I'm not giving you charity. Oh, great. Alright. So how many enemies? 3. Aloth, I hope you're good.
Yeah.
What?
Well, they certainly are weaker than wolves. As the last of the attacker falls, the elf turns to you, the tension almost gone from his smooth face.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation. Courtesy is a rare pleasure in these parts, though your accent suggests that you are no more local than I.
He straightens his hood and notes the remains of fraying embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked with the dirt of many months' travel, but the leatherwork beneath is sturdy and
Well, I
fine.
suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvisor, at your service.
That is something of a long
I'm
story.
a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I am grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land. And how exactly did you come to be here? In Gwithan ruins? Well, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. And half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there? And you survived? I've heard such a thing was impossible. But it seems you either have a knack for timing or the favor of the gods.
Yeah, tell me that, Pluto. Pluto? Well, rather.
I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
It's true. Okay.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers. Excellent.
So do I. Though clearly he has a problem in his head. Maybe he's possessed. Okay, that's the inn. I am not gonna move because I don't want to trigger another scene. I don't want to start another fight. So I'm going to save. I'm going to call it a day. Thank you all for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.